I just finished The Exorcist House Genesis by Nick Roberts. This is the second book in the soon to be trilogy. The third book is coming out quite soon in just a few weeks or so, and I have that pre ordered. So stoked for it. This is the third book I've read by Nick Roberts between the first book and Mean Spirited. And this is great. I have to really get out of the way. This is great. But it's easily my least favorite of Nick Roberts' books. We'll get into all that, but in case you don't know about the sequel slash prequel, it follows two timelines. In the present, we are following the Hill family once again. This is a few years since the events of the first book. They get a Daniel, the father slash husband of the family, gets a call from his brother who is just like, yo, I'm gonna go buy that house you said that was haunted and blah blah. And he's just like, don't do that. And while he does, because he thinks he can fake a haunting or possession or something, and then sells a book or a movie. I don't know. The guy's stupid as hell. Bad things happen to him, which brings the family, forces the family to reconfront the house, but also a new demon who is causing all these issues. It also goes back in time with Merle Blatty, who was the exorcist of the Exorcist house. This timeline follows this conflict he had with a specific demon in the specific case that he was looking into and trying to exorcise, and that ties into the present timeline. It's kind of cool how he balances these two timelines that they are separate, but also they do connect in many ways. And it's a really cool take on it. It made the book feel a lot more ambitious than his other work. I think one of the biggest strong suits of Nick Roberts are his characters. I love these characters. I think Daniel, Nora, and Alice are such wonderful characters, and it makes me care so much about them because that's what ultimately really matters in horror is you need to care about the characters as things happen to them. And then you also have the past, and Merle is a great character, really badass, an unlikely hero, so to speak. Yeah, I really just love spending time with these characters, and through the levity which he sprinkles in that feels so natural and is genuinely like just brings a smile to my face, to these like heartbreaking emotional moments, to the scariest fuck moments in there too. I think my main issues with this book is one, the epilogue kind of sours the story a little bit for me. I not getting into spoilers, but I wish that what that means for the story as a whole. I kind of wish we didn't have the epilogue, that part of that story, and instead we kind of leaned into what that means for the story at before that. I know I'm not explaining it well. It's hard to say it without giving spoilers. I just wasn't super stoked about the epilogue, and I think some stuff came a little too coincidentally, which I think is less of a problem with the book, but more of a problem with when you're getting to the supernatural and you're getting into evil influences things, but also God influences things, and just like how characters can come up with solutions not on their own sometimes, where it's just like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And then like they get a sign from like God or a ghost who's on their side or something like that. It just gets a little bit much and it's just a little too coincidental. It just kind of makes things a little bit too easy for the characters. Although there's plenty of things, it's like, oh my God, how are you going to get out of this? And the characters actually do something on their own and they're able to do things. So it's not like the characters don't have any agency or anything like that. But it still kind of like gives them like a little bit of a stepping stool to overcome an obstacle a little too much. And some stuff gets a little predictable too, including honestly the epilogue, which was an issue I had with it. But again, like the book's still great. A couple little things here and there that I'm like, I'm not too crazy about that. But I think what Nick Roberts does really special, beyond fantastic characters and fantastic dialogue, is that he knows how to play in a sandbox that's already been played in. Like, all right, we're doing a possession novel. Oh, well, we're gonna do two. No, it's gonna be actually a whole trilogy. How are we gonna play in demons and God and possession and exorcism and all that stuff and do something that's fresh and interesting? And he manages to do that really well. I think between this, the first book, and also Mean Spirited, I think he does it better in those two books than this book. But it's still, there's some really fresh stuff and some really great surprises in there beyond a few things that are predictable, but manages to go to some spots that I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. And that's really cool. That's really satisfying as a reader for characters or for plot or sometimes both. So I really recommend this book, especially since the third and final book of the trilogy is coming. So I can't recommend these first two books enough so you can kind of play catch up a little bit and be prepared for what he has in store. I'm so curious. I have not read the synopsis of the third book. I probably will after this video because I'm too curious, but I'm very, very excited and I can't wait to just read more of Nick Roberts' work because it rocks. You can watch these videos on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So you can watch wherever you prefer to watch book content. My Substack posts every Sunday about books, movies, writing, all that stuff. And then my book, The Huntress and the Trickster, is available now, and you'll be able to see me get into some horror territory with my next book, and everything comes after that. Hopefully soon that second book is coming out. My editor does have it right now, so we are getting there for some better details about what you can expect.